if you feel like I'm right, do something different just to change the light. Life starts off just a little game. That's a shame when you're living so strange. When looking down from. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Back at it once again. One half of the Dynamic Duels, Thoughts from Your Boy podcast, and one half of Rosé Sonova. No Zodiac talk today. Just back down the rabbit hole, part 2. Follow me. Have you ever wondered why everything that we have that is somewhat positive comes from a negative connotation? For instance, we're going to stay off God. For instance, one time in the world, black people were Republicans. All black people. Now we're Democrats, some are Republicans, and we feel like Republicans are so different than being a Democrat. Cool. Black Lives Matter. We're going to say this one time only. Was created by some black lesbians who hate black men, don't give a damn about the black community. But we rallied around that. We, as people, don't look at things for what they really are. We look at them for what we're told or what they're projected to be. I said that to say this. I was on the line yesterday with one of my people. He is a 6-0 Crip neighborhood. And I am a Crenshaw Mafia blood. In the streets, we would have been held each other. Squabbling, bringing out guns, whatever. Now, I said that to say this. We were talking about the origins of Crip, Pyru, and some other stuff. The Black Panthers were good. They did a lot for black people. No hidden agendas, no secret plans, nothing. They did a lot to educate and make black people take being black serious. But they used the simplest shit to destroy us. They used teaching us how to make crack from cocaine. And even though crack is a cheaper man's drug, no matter how you look at it, it's a more potent drug. Yeah. So like, the people I know that hit crack, they had to hit it again. They had to hit it again and again and again. And the ones that made it off of it, those are blessings. God was looking out for you. The universe is looking out for you. Somebody's looking out for you. Somebody cares that you're here. We, as people, don't go to the doctor until we're sick. But you should go to the doctor all the time before you get sick. So if it's something that is preventable or stoppable, we can stop it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but that's how I look at it. So let's jump back on Black Lives Matter. This is all over the United States. North, south, east, west. But it was derived from a group of people, two or three, that don't like black men or black people. Now, I know what you're saying. If they're black and they came up with this movement, how don't they like black people? We, each other, don't like black people. I see it more and more in certain relatives than I do in around the world. But I say that to say this. So we follow the gravy train, Black Lives Matter, only to the avail that it matters when somebody other than this color kills us. Why? Why? If it's Black Lives Matter, it should be Black Lives Matter all the time. I'm wearing this shirt for a specific reason today. When I decided to jump down the rabbit hole, some of y'all know what this shirt represents. Got the not for sale tag at the bottom. So this ain't the Boston Red Sox. It's not that. But if you don't, then you don't. You can look it up. The shirt's online. B. The B not for sale. Look that up. It's called the B not for sale. They got one for the P too. The P not for sale. Anyway, I said I had to say this. When you join a gang, when I joined a gang, it wasn't because it was cool. It was because I was forced. I was young. That's how they were doing it back then. Now, in later years, they court you. They show you the life without showing you the life. They show you all the ups. I guess in that sense, I got courted too. But nowadays, it's a choice. So some people don't gangbang. They just click up. I'm with my clique. Whoever he fucking with, I fuck with. Whoever he don't, I don't. Cool. Now here's the thing about being black, being a gang, and the Black Lives Matter. Being black is beautiful. It's empowering. Being a black man, the struggle's hard. It's difficult. It's the most difficult journey in the world. Even though black women feel like they are the most disrespected people in the world, the police kill us. They kill them too, but we're the biggest threat to everybody. And we don't even be threatening everybody. I said I had to say this. Black Lives Matter only when somebody other than us kills us, or somebody of law enforcement kills us. Black Lives Matter don't matter when Ray Ray killed Pookie, Javon killed Taylor, Taylor killed Javon, whatever. D-Man, D-Mac, J-Bo, whatever, whoever. It don't matter then. There's no rally. There's just hurt family members releasing balloons and doves and going to funerals. I was doing that with this. Going to funerals. Maybe not as many as I probably should have attended when I was a kid because I was a kid. And I don't attend none now as a grown-up. So that could be wrong. But I just feel like the last time I saw somebody, or the last way I see somebody, that's the way I want to remember them. I don't like wakes, funerals, none of that. Again, I'm getting off point. My thing in saying all this is, when I was gangbanging actively, I was a gangbanger 24/7. So if I didn't like your set or the colors you had on, I was that all the time. Now I ain't never been one to ruffle flowers just for the fuck of it, but I'm big on respect. So you could be too deep. If you disrespect me, I have a problem. Y'all could be 32 deep. If you disrespect me, I know I can't whoop 32 people. I could probably do something else to 32 people, but I know I can't whoop physically, hand to hand, 32 people run up on me. I can't. But I'm me 24/7. When I was gangbanging, I was that 24/7. If you like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. That's how it was. But I say that to bring back to the Black Lives Matter. Black people kill black people because of opportunity and jealousy. But nobody rallies when it's black on black, just when it's the police on us. And I'm not saying that when the police kills one of us, it's more important, because it's not. Either way it goes, it's a loss of life. His, hers, theirs, whoever. It's a loss of life. Knowing that it's a loss of life, we should treat it as such, whether it's from one of us or a lot of us. Now, I heard about prison. Never been to prison. I heard about prison like this. if you with a group and you fucking up, they put you out the group. Doesn't matter what color you are, what clique you with. If you with a group and you the main one fucking up, not everybody, just you, they put you out the group. I said that to say this. What if every time somebody kills somebody for no reason, we put them out? And I ain't saying like YouTube jokes, you take their black card. I mean, really, just stop supporting them. Stop being around them. Because it's funny how such and such can kill one person, spite, jealousy, anger, whatever, and not be a good reason. And there are good reasons sometimes to kill people, but not be a good reason. And they go to jail. We scream obscenities, free such and such. He innocent, but you know he did it. Free whatever his name is, but you know he did it. Why you do it? Oh, they were fucking. Was they? Was they really fucking with him? Or he just felt like being bad because he had a gun in his hand? I say this all the time. It's all fun and games when you got the gun, but it's not fun and games when they shoot back. So a lot of people get wet, chipped, knocked off, lined up by people who have guns at that moment. Not people who go back and get a gun or tell you to meet me here at this time and we do what we gonna do with guns, knives, whatever. Nobody does that. In the 70s, late 60s, late 70s, early 80s, we had brawls before we started dumping on each other. Their set would fight our set. We would fight these niggas. Maybe that's a little bit before my time. We fought a couple of them. You know, when you by yourself, you ain't got no choice but to fight. Now, I say this. Black people, we need to fight. For you, for me, for him, for her, for them, for those. We want a better lifestyle for the future. But we keep neglecting the past. How is it we fight the Civil War and people can say whatever they want, but the Civil War is fought to keep slaves enslaved by one side and the free slaves on the other side. And black people fought on both sides. So we had to kill other black people for some shit we didn't believe in. Sound familiar? Kill each other for shit we don't believe in? Or shit we were taught. At some point, we need to learn how to think individually. Individually enough that we stop looking at other brown and black faces as enemies and more as allies. That's the brown and black revolution. You know, they talk about Haiti. You know why Haiti won against the French? Because they all got on one collective accord and said, we're not going to take this shit no more. Now, is it impossible for Haiti to happen again? No. No. White people collect guns just like legal black people collect guns. There's a lot of guns out here. Legal and illegal. There are a lot of guns in these streets. So, if every black person in America came together, legal or illegal, and said, we're not going to take this shit no more, what do you think would happen? They say we most influential, highest capital spent. The black dollar means more than any other dollar because we're the consumers. We like to buy all the bullshit. If it's going to make your life easier, we buy it. We thinking to make our hair grow, we buy it. You know what I'm saying? We don't check on our health like we should. We isolate, irritate, and divide each other. Kids go to school, parents work hard for Jordans. Some other parent can't afford Jordans. So he get with 3-4 of his buddies and he takes their Jordans. And you know what we could have did in that situation? 5 to 8 to 10 people can see this one person struggling and don't like the way they feel, that their struggle is, and offer to put up $10 so you got enough to buy that man some shoes of his own. Then you alleviate him wanting to take the shoes from the other little boy. Maybe I'm just talking crazy. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But, like I said, the one thing I learned, even being a Marine, be it a good Marine or a bad Marine, you're always a Marine. I wasn't a bad Marine. I did bad shit. I'm old enough to know what I did was wrong. I'm more conscious and mature enough to realize I should have dealt with it a better way, but I didn't know how. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't find out what was wrong with me till I was 22, 23 years old. By that time, the damage had already been done. I say that to say this. I've always been me. Maybe you're not listening. I've always been me. I ain't never switched up. I ain't never traded sides, stuck a knife in one of my friends' back to get ahead. I've never been that person. I've been that person, done to, but I ain't never been that person. I'm not built like that. I'm not cut from that leather. I'm cut from a whole different cloth. This chinchilla over here, you feel me? We rare. But I say that to say, if black people stand up for what black people need to stand up for, and everybody stop trying to compete, who look the flyest, who drive the best car, we could come up. We could build something over here that the Africans don't want us to come back to Africa and build over there. Think about that. Black Americans don't like black Americans. We say we can go home to Africa, but that's not our home. They don't want us there. They don't like or believe in what we do. But everybody around the world do the same TikTok dances that were created by black people. The little young lady who had the weird sound, but it sounds good. They took her video off, put up a Chinese person singing the video, and made it seem like that person came up with that. And we let that ride. We didn't boycott TikTok. We didn't make a complaint about it. We just let one of ours suffer because it had nothing to do with us. Now, how many of y'all know or seen or been a part of some shit that has something to do with us, but because we didn't want to get involved, because at that moment it didn't affect who we were or what we were doing, just let the shit happen. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm a saint, a sinner. I'm not. I'm neither. I've done both. But in my situation, 30 some years ago, 28 years ago, no, 27 years ago, 25 years ago, let's say 25, 26 years ago, I was going to take a black life. And I'm not going to say anything before that or after that. My life was put in danger. I was going to take his life. Something said not do it. My partner got shot. I rushed him to the hospital. I pulled him out, put him on the gurney. I pulled him out and put him on the gurney. All kind of rumors fled, went around spiraling, this, that, this story, that story, that story. But I made it through. I made it through my suicide years. I made it through. I made it through losing my best friend sitting next to me. Probably taking his last breath when I put him on the gurney. But I made it through. So I've been a stand-up guy for a long time. I don't know how else to be. If all black people could get on that accord, be stand up all the time, no matter what, we can have a force that to be reckoned with. But you know what we'll do? We'll follow behind for a little while until one person feels like they're not eating enough. I got a song on the album, whenever I put it out, How loyal is a hungry dog? Starving dog will treat you great if you feed it. You're its new owner. It will be loyal as fuck because you fed a starving animal. I guess we're all animals. But on the flip side, it's not where you've been. It's what you've been through to make you who you are. I've been through a lot. If I became an activist that people follow behind, someone would find some fault about me to try to be bigger than the movement, try to be bigger than the moment. They said Martin was fucking all the time. They don't take away all the speeches and marches he stood and got beat up and put in jail because he was standing up for black people. It doesn't matter how many women he was serenading. Malcolm took a religious platform and turned it political, and Farrakhan didn't like that because he thought Malcolm was going to take his #1 spot. And he was. He was because he spit genuine words from his soul. I've said things before about Farrakhan. I'm not trying to get into it. But as a Muslim man, that's not who I listen to. That's not who I follow. If you do, that's you. The Black Israelites, they want you to join their community, their religious side, the Moors, more or less. That's what they called us back in D'Angelo, Shakespeare times. They called us Moors. We weren't niggers. We were Moors. The blacks. Moors. I like that much better than being called a nigger. But I don't like it enough that I want to refer to another black man as a Moor. Because it makes him feel like an outcast. That's what it sounds like, more like an outcast. It doesn't generate concluity. It generates excluity. Whatever. But that was my thoughts down the rabbit hole. Part 2. Why do we, as black people, follow every trend, everything, without doing research, without doing history checks, and find out who we are as Americans? The place where once upon a time we were 3/5 of a man. 3/5. We came a long way. And we still ain't there yet. Not because of me, not because of you, because of us. I'm just one man. I can't make a difference by myself. I got a voice, but I need people to hear it. That being said, one half of the Dynamic Duo, Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Rise Ace and over. Peace.